This is stage one of making a seat cowl for a gsxr1100. Basically unpicking the foam and the vinyl off the rear seat section. Obviously I bought a second rear seat to do this too, so I could keep my original rear one. Basically once that's done, form up a plywood panel in whatever shape you like to create the front panel for it, and get it taped into place so you can fix it, which I'll show you how to do after. Added an extra support rail from the back to the front below the height of where the cowl will be, just to give the front a bit of rigidity. These areas here, when you're making them up, to give yourself a nice sharp tape edging, do it with your front seat on so that you can get the correct shape. Once you've laid fiberglass over the top, it should all come together pretty well. So this is where I'm at after about an hour. It's got a cover which is essentially just cardboard from a cereal box. Just gives the fiberglass something to lay on, and so it doesn't just sink down. As I say, the shape that you chose could be anything: square top, rounded, whatever takes your fancy. I've now cut out a piece of fiberglass matting, basically the same size as the top of the cowl that I'm making. I'm going to firstly lay down a layer of resin onto the cardboard directly, apply the matting, and then coat the matting in the resin to produce a hard shell. Well, that's that stage complete. Everything's got a coat of fiberglass matting and resin, so I'm leaving it to harden before trimming off any excess raggy edges. This is the stuff I bought from the local hardware store. This comes as a kit, everything you need to get to that point as far as the fiberglass side of things goes. And I also bought a packet of fiberglass cloth, which is more like, as it says, cloth, which I intend to do the final covering in, which I figure it will leave it with a smoother finish and less sanding and so forth. After that, I suppose a slight skim of some sort of Bondo body filler and sanding and painting. So I'll let you know how it goes after it's dried. And this is it after I've wrapped it as if it was a piece of material, stapling it on underneath, and then coating it with the resin. Makes for a much smoother finish to then apply your Bondo to. And this is the finished product after painting, and it's skim of bog. Bolts down just like the rear seat did.